Hey there, it's Paul Bright here with the beginnerguitaristacademy.com, and in this video I'm going to actually show you how to play the A major chord. And in fact, I'm actually going to show you 3 different ways you can play this chord. So there's a few different variations you can use to play this chord, and I'm going to show you first up my favorite version, or my favorite kind of variation, or the way I play the A major chord most of the time, and then I'll show you 2 other ways, kind of 2 other fingerings or different variations you can use to play the A major chord. And it's totally up to you which kind of variation you use. I use variation number 1, which I'm about to show you, but it's totally up to you. Just find the one that you find most comfortable, and I guess go with that. So let's look at variation number 1. Now, I guess the good thing about the A major chord is we only have to focus about playing it in the 2nd fret here. So unlike, say, the G major chord where we're in the 2nd and 3rd fret, this chord we're only in the 2nd fret. Now, the way I play the A major chord is I use my my 2nd or my middle finger, my 3rd and my 4th finger. So my middle, ring and my pinky. Other people prefer to use their 1st, 2nd and 3rd finger, so their index, middle and ring. Again, I prefer to use my middle, ring and pinky, or my 2nd, 3rd and 4th finger. So I'm going to show you that variation, and then I'll show you the other 2. So the way I play this chord is I put my 2nd finger on the 4th string in the 2nd fret. Directly below that, I place my 3rd finger on the 3rd string in the 2nd fret, and then I tuck in my pinky on the 2nd string, again in the 2nd fret. Now, when you strum this chord, you strum the strings 1, which is your high E string, through to 5, which is basically your A string. So I'm strumming down, so strings 5 through to 1. That leaves the low E string, which is not played or not used in this chord. So that's how I play the A major chord, again with my 2nd, 3rd and 4th finger. I'm going to show you how to play it right now with your 1st, 2nd and 3rd finger. So very similar to to it before. What I'm going to do is place my 1st finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. I'm going to place my 2nd finger on the 3rd string, and I'm going to place my 3rd finger on the 2nd string, all in the 3rd fret. Same deal when strumming the chord. You can strum the strings 1 through to 5, so your high E through to the A string, leaving your low E or your thicker string not played. I prefer variation number 1 because if you've got slightly maybe fatter fingers or larger fingers, I find it's easy to use my pinky because it's not as big as my, it's a lot smaller than my other my other fingers. So I've kind of got more room in that case. If I use my 2nd, 3rd and 4th finger, I just find it's easier because I've got more room. I can use, I've got to get my fingers in place, where the 2nd variation I showed you, you've got a bunch of fingers and a lot more, and I just find it a little harder. And when I was getting started, I was getting a lot of dead notes and muted strings. So that's why I prefer the 1st variation over the 2nd. But again, it's up to you. You can pick which one you prefer and just go with that. Either one is fine. Now, if we have a look at variation number 3, it's simply to use basically your index finger alone, so just one finger, and you're going to bar the strings. So where you would have placed your 2nd, 3rd and 4th finger, or alternatively variation number 2, your 1st, 2nd and 3rd, you just bar your index finger across those strings. So you can play the A major chord with just your index finger, which is good because, so it's kind of good with that rock type of sound, when I was, just that intro of, that riff, or Highway to Hell. So when I'm playing, a song such as that, I just find it easier to use my index finger than kind of using the proper A chord. But either way is fine. So it's up to you which variation, and there are other variations as well, but I prefer one of those 3. They're the ones I use most commonly. Most commonly I use variation number 1. I also play variation number 3 as well, depending on the song and what I find kind of more comfortable and easier. It's easy to get to the other chord or the next chord I'm playing in that song. So pick the variation you prefer. Just try that. So I've given you 3 different ways you can play the A major chord in this video. And if you actually like this video, below this video you'll see a link you can click on. If you click on that link, you'll be able to download a copy of my ebook called The Beginner's Guide to Playing the Guitar, which is going to show you or teach you how to play the guitar. You're going to learn the basics of the guitar. You're going to learn how to play more guitar chords like we've covered today. You're going to learn how to tune your guitar, both with a guitar tuner and by ear. And you're going to learn how to play some easy songs on the guitar. So again, you can get that ebook by clicking the link below or visiting me at beginnerguitaristacademy.com/ebook. So www.beginnerguitaristacademy.com/ebook. So if you'd like to get that, feel free to get it by clicking the link or visiting me at my site. So I really hope you did enjoy this video. I have covered 3 different ways you can play the A major chord. Just pick the one that you find the easiest, go with that, and let me know how you go by putting a comment below. But I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Thank you.